everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Cardinals are top 10 in first downs, and they'll be up against the Rams team that wants to be able to control the pace. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. He juked him, and in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now Goff on first down. Austin's got it left side. The one running back is Gurley, and he'll get it up the middle. And he's brought down. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Gurley again here on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And wasn't that supposed to be a sweep?
They didn't even get to the outer third of the field. That got blown up quickly.
Normally, when you're calling a play, you're talking about that tackle made, as you said, to the outer part of the field. Ran that one down in a hurry. That's great diagnosis by the defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They go play action with Osweiler. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And here's a look at the starting offense. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go now.
Osweiler. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
How to be 6'7", be able to see over coverages into open windows. Brock Osweiler just did that with the slant route.
With that height, was also a great basketball player. Gonzaga, as you know, actually offered him a scholarship in high school for hoops.
Hard to believe he didn't take that, decided he wanted to play football, and ultimately chose Arizona State because of the direct flights from his hometown in Montana into Phoenix, Arizona.
Is that true?
That's a true story. Allowed his parents to come see him play a lot easier.
The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Mark Barron entered the league as a safety, but really plays much more like a linebacker. One thing we always notice at the end of every game, his stat sheet is full.
They go play action now. Osweiler finding time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On third down, Osweiler. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The one running back is Gurley. He'll get the football here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On first down, Goff. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
And a look at the defense now. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing on third. Goff steps away. And got a man. It's Woods. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. 6 yards to go here on second down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Goff now on second down. He's got time. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
To throw is gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Now gone. Over the middle, he hits Austin. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run with their fullback. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
They come out here in the eye. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Detroit 99 Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Blue landing. No. Check.
Here's Osweiler. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
From the gun on third down, Osweiler. Over the middle, complete to Tate. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Rams getting set to go now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan. And
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Oh, this is blocked. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chris Moore with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. That's fielded in the end zone. And in the end, the decision to bring it out costs him a few yards as he's out of bounds just past the 20. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a first down throw. Gone. We got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Goff now looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Rolling to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They come up in an offset eye. On fourth down, Goff. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And they're going to speed things up here. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We'll just start in the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
On 1st down, it's gone. Shreds the tackle. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Here's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Osweiler. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And you, as a former defender, should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holding.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys, but in this case, they were strict with the rule.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. That's caught inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. And he puts it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He finds Austin complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. On the move to his left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds. Whoosh.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. In a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The one running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. On the counter. Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and goal, Gurley. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Cooks will come in motion right. Here's Osweiler. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. They can't bring him down.
The weight room.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie things at 20. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Let's go.
First throw in overtime now for Osweiler. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now it's Osweiler. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
The one running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.